It's May 19th. My name's Nathan Smith. I'm the CEO of Falcon Laboratories. I primarily do the programming and development for our company.
Yeah, so I'm Stephen Erke and co-founder with Nate of Falcon Laboratories, and my focus is mostly design. So front-end design, any of the way stuff looks, that's what I do. Basically, our genre would be web and app development, big data applications, and our goal is really to bring the ease of use of good design and marry it with the big data, so we can really bring all the power that stats and analytics and metrics bring, and bring it to a wide variety of an audience. So we just want to make it really very easy for people to get the good out of their own data that they own. Really, our target is right now for a couple of our products is we're really aiming at businesses, and then the unique or great thing about it is it can scale from very small, so like a single owner small business, all the way up to really big business. And that was really our goal from the outset, was we need to make something that's really helpful to people, but not just helpful to a giant enterprise or just for very small clients. It needs to be able to scale across that whole range, and that's what we've done. I think that's been pretty successful in building a tool that's flexible enough to do that.
Our primary product is Readable Report, and it's focused on, like we were just talking about, a couple different size businesses. Primarily right now we are looking to help small business owners. So if you run a small business here in Peoria and you want to know like your social media stats for the week, and you want to know how many newsletter subscribers you gained and how much money you made with your point of sale system, and keep a really great heartbeat on your business, our product makes that very easy for you, because we email you a daily or a weekly report with all those stats, so you can see very quickly if there's any outliers, or maybe one of your posts on Instagram blew up, so you can just go deep dive into that afterwards.
We wanted to make something that would give everyday regular people, hardworking, busy business owners, the ability to have a really solid, great overview of everything that's going on in their business, helps them act on data, helps them make quality decisions, helps them point in the right direction without them having to do much of anything, right? So we just give them a report automatically, and that's the end of that, and then they can make their decisions and move forward.
With our data engine, we can pull in custom data. So like your company has a custom data feed, a database, whatever you have, whatever kind of data you have, we can get it, distill it down, and make it usable for you.
When we build anything, it really needs to serve a very specific purpose. So in this case, helping business owners have a real good idea of what's going on in their business easily. We need to make sure that it's easy to understand, right? So we talked about that a little bit, that we take very complex things and distill them down and make it so it's easy to understand. Everything that we do, everything that we build has to feel fast, right? So like when you go to a website, it's really fast. When you use an application, it's really fast, because that really builds that trust level that what you're using is going to be accurate and work right every time. You really want to make sure that anytime we do anything, we circle back like, hey, does it fit these 3 criteria? And then since we are small, right, it's just 2 of us, sometimes people could see that as a disadvantage, but we really find that to be an advantage, because that enables us to move quickly. If we would see a void that we need to fill, or an application that we need to work on, or we get some kind of input back from client, customer, whatever, we can move very quick. There's not a whole lot of extra moving parts, right? So we can pivot and go immediately and build something very rapidly. And
grew up around here, and we actually both used to work at Multi-Ad together. It's just it's a good community, and we sort of took our love for making complex things simple and decided to run with that and start our business. And it's been a journey since then. It's been 2 years, but it's been a great journey.
I grew up here, chose to go to college here, and chose to buy a house here just because I loved everything about it. So
Peoria has an excellent startup community. There's been a ton of resources for us. I worked at the Nest for about a year. Startup GP and their Slack channel has been incredibly encouraging. Just in general, the community has been very supportive. There's been a lot of events, and I think we really feel at home and welcome here. Mine's probably paparazzi in the Heights. Food is simple. It's unassuming. I like that it's hidden away.
Going to like the Northmore Observatory and Donovan Park, like being able to take our dogs on walks, and it's just such an awesome space out there that whenever we go, we're always like, I feel like there should be more people here. Like we've kind of done a whole bunch of work behind the scenes to build this essentially engine that can handle plugging things into it. That's the very, very complicated part of, will then allow us to pick, hey, we want to add this app, plug it in, we want to add this app, plug it in. So now that we have this super powerful engine developed, we can do that. So that's just the next step, right? To add all these other parts and pieces. And, some of that could come from experience or, talking to people in the community, or like, hey, I really want this or that. And we can just find those things and add them as we go.
We're here for the community. I mean, we want to help small businesses. We're part of Peoria. We believe in this town. We want to be here for small business owners as much as we can, especially now. Taking complex things and distilling them down into something visually simple that anyone can understand quickly.